everyone, this is Robert from Robert's Used Cars, and today I wanted to discuss insurance in Korea for automotives. And it's pretty much all you're going to need to know about it, okay? So first we're going to discuss the types of insurance. There are three different types. There's liability, which is required by the government in order to operate a motor vehicle on the roadway, and even just to own a motor vehicle. Whether you're driving it or not, if you don't have insurance on it, you're going to be fined for that. Extended liability, which is not just required, it has a lot more coverage on it, and full or comprehensive coverage. Okay, now I'm going to go through the types of, or the explanation of all the coverages, and I'll show you the different types as well. This one would be an example of full coverage, okay, and it has all of these coverages in there. So you got the insurance company name here. This is a 6-company comparison chart. You got the price here. And this is a start for each company. This is the price on each one. And this is the comparison with the first one. So we'll always go with the cheapest one on top, and you can compare the prices. That's the price comparison. This is bodily injury 1, which is required for liability insurance. This is how much it costs you per insurance company. Bodily injury 2, again, this is unlimited, and this is what it costs you per company. Property damage. You have up to 300 million won on this, and this is what it costs per company. You can change these amount of coverages as well. You have personal property damage, and it's for up to 130 million won. Then you have uninsured motorist insurance, which is up to 200 million won. Single car accident coverage, which would cover your vehicle in the case of an accident. It's good to have this even for when you have on full coverage insurance, and I'll explain that in just a bit. Then you got roadside assistance. You can raise the limit of this as well to cover more roadside assistance. And you have effective coverage age. So this will be adjusted per individual. All right, so now I'm going to explain full coverage. So you get all of these coverages, okay? So you get personal bodily injury 1, bodily injury 2, property damage, personal property damage, uninsured motorists, and the single car accident coverage. This is the one I wanted to explain. So with full coverage insurance, basically you never come out of pocket in any accident involving another person or another person's property, okay? The insurance will cover everything, including your vehicle damages. So you never have to come out of pocket on this. Now, the only time that you do come out of pocket with this insurance is if you exceed the amount of roadside assistance, or if you have a single car accident, okay? Now, a single car accident could be anything from sliding off the road in snow, or running into a tree or a parking pillar or whatever. Now, with this coverage, you get a minimum 200,000, maximum 500,000 deductible. So if the damages were over 10 million, they'd charge you maximum 500,000 won. If the damages were 400,000, they'll charge you minimum 200,000. So that's the explanation, and this is with full coverage, okay? With full coverage, you get all of the coverage listed there. Now here with extended liability, the only coverage you're not getting is extended liability, or single car accident coverage. Now, with the case of extended liability, it'll cover everything in the event of an accident. But if you get into an accident, it'll only cover the other person's fault in the accident. So you'll have a ratio of fault during an accident. Like if you rear-end somebody, you're pretty much going to be 100% at fault. If you were in a car and somebody cut into your lane and you hit them, or they hit you, then it's going to be 100% their fault. But there's other instances where there's a percentage of fault involved. So with extended liability, you pay the amount of your fault in the accident for repairs on your own vehicle only. So if it was 80-20, the other person was 80% at fault, you were 20% at fault, then you only pay 20% of your own vehicle repairs. Okay, and that is the explanation for extended liability insurance. With liability, pretty much you're screwed for your own repairs, okay? So you do get bodily damage, or bodily injury. You don't get personal or extended bodily damage. You do get property damage. You don't get your personal property damage. You don't get uninsured motorist coverage. you don't get single car accident coverage, but you do get emergency roadside assistance, property damage, hospital bills for yourself, and that's it. So when this happens, your car is pretty much done. You don't get any money for it. And how to get a discount on insurance. So if you're a first-time driver here in Korea, the first quote for insurance you get is going to be astronomical, and you're going to be shocked. But if you provide maximum 3 years proof of prior insurance, as well as an entry form or a proof of entry form into the Korea, which you can get at any local office, the proof of prior insurance you can get from your prior insurance company. If you don't have any records of insurance, there are ways around that, but I don't want to explain them here. Not exactly the right way to do it. Okay, other ways to get discounts on insurance is to install a black box. I believe that's like a 4% discount. Drive less. If you get a picture of the odometer at the start and finish of the term, they'll give you a lower rate for the amount that you've driven. If you've driven under 5,000 kilometers in the year, you get a huge discount. And if you have any children under 5 years old, those are all ways to get discounts. And that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for choosing Roberts Used Cars.